Violence against girls and women, particularly intimate partner violence and rape, is both a public health issue and a violation of human rights. According to the World Health Organization, 1 out of every 10 children worldwide is sexually abused. Rape within the family is especially difficult for the victim, and according to the World Health Organization, in nearly 60% of such cases, the victim was unwilling to report the abuser. As the case may be, it is also a public health concern for the Kurimashi communities, residents, and health workers.
We have been facing so many challenges about women molestation of women and the girl child.
However, according to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center, survivors of sexual assault are 10 times more likely to attempt suicide than those who have not experienced sexual assault. This simply demonstrates that depression and suicide are caused by a variety of factors, one of which is victims' unwillingness to report these assaults. At a time like this, Aisha Bello has used the voice of the Girl, Child and Vulnerable People Foundation in some communities in Kaduna State, Nigeria, and other parts of the world to raise awareness and assist survivors in speaking up with evidence.
We don't know it, but it's happening. They can't come out to see these stories. But with the little we have, we'll keep pushing.
Aisha's journey began in 2017, years after she witnessed a sexual assault that she was too young to report due to religious and cultural influences.
The family who this girl is under them to have protected this girl, but they couldn't, and it started like trusted somebody that you can't even see this person did that, and now the girl is promiscuous. So that took me to do a lot of research, and I got to understand that young girls that have been abused, it's either they are reserved with that trauma or they are promiscuous. That is just the two way. So with that guilt in my mind then that, okay, I couldn't do much then because I was young. Now I think I have a better opportunity to really, and I know that a lot of young girls have been going through this silently. So it's time for us to be the voice of these young girls out there.
Aisha has formed a team that identifies, listens, counsels, refers, and administers assistance to those victims after developing positive relationships with community chiefs, women leaders, and other stakeholders. This team consists of educators, foot soldiers who identify victims and connect them to the foundation, entrepreneurs who subsidize training and startup materials, lawyers who take pro bono if the women and girls are willing to proceed, and even security officials if further investigation is required.
I have a very good lawyer that I also work with. We work as a team, and I've partnered with Federation of Women Lawyers, which is FIDA and all. We do most of our advocacies in Kaduna particularly, and some of the northern states, especially Northwest. So when we have cases like this, we push to them. We have partnership with Human Rights Commission as well. So that's how we need to work together.
Between 2019 and 2022, over 1,162 sexual and gender-based violence cases, including 652 rape cases, have been attended to, with the majority referred to the Sexual Assault Referral Center for further investigation and justice. Due to the difficulty in getting other women to speak out about sexual violence, 120 schools and 20,000 children were educated between 2020 and 2022 through SGBV awareness and school materials distribution. During the same time period, approximately 5,500 abused and vulnerable women were empowered.
Voice of the Ghetto sun koya mana noma wanda a Hausa na ce mai noman rani. Sannan kuma sun koya mana yadda za a yi fenti, mata yara mata wanda za su yi fenti su koya aikin paint work. Su ma wannan Voice of the Ghetto sun koya mana, sannan kuma sun kawo mana gudunmawan kaya kamar kayan sallah for orphans da vulnerable people. Don an kawo an yi distributing wannan kaya a wannan wato.
Gaskiya ta taimaka wa mutane sosai don ta yi taimako akan abubuwa da yawa. Ta hajjaka ta bada na makaranta, akwai pant, akwai cocila, kana akwai brush, akwai makilin.
Due to the high number of cases lost in court and victims' reluctance to proceed due to a lack of evidence, the foundation collaborated with other well-meaning individuals and organizations to develop an app that provides instant evidence and recordings of attempted assault without the abuser's knowledge with the touch of a button. So far, over 200 females have downloaded the app between December 2022 and January 2023. 3 of these females have moved to reveal the assaults they have faced over the years to their families, with some recorded evidence, while about 5 who have also recorded evidence via the app are pushing their cases with the authorities, and many more are still downloading and learning to use the app to expose their abusers. Furthermore, a community chieftain and a midwife at Kurimashi Primary Health Center sees the app as a huge help in providing evidence for assault-related cases in their community.
To secure your movement in terms of security wherever you are being in this world, you will connect some of your closely relatives, especially 3, to these apps.
The app has so many things, but the most side of the app that we use is for the voice recording, because in any case that we have any issue, we have to use the voice recording after voice recording, because maybe there's another time that somebody will come and ask, is this so case is here, or have you any evidence? Have you ever any evidence with you? I can say yes, we have the recording voice of the case, so that we can play them, then they will hear everything. We use that one. We
launched the app because we want to find a way out of, people going to court and losing out when you find yourself in issues surrounding sexual and gender-based violence. And aside that, not even sexual and gender-based violence, looking at the insecurity now, kidnapping, banditry, all the insecurities. So we felt that app will go a long way, because if you look at the app, it has to do with location sharing, voice and video evidence and all that. So that way,
while there have been some successes, Aisha recounts their significant losses.
There's a particular story that touched me when the woman called me. She has a daughter around 8 years. I think she was molested by an uncle too in the house. And along the line, the girl has issues with the spinal cord due to the abuse. But the husband tried to cover it, like, let's leave it a family issue. And that is always the issue we're having. There is this other young girl too, but she's around 20, who is going through series of abuse by her own father. The mother is late, according to the story. So she couldn't even call me personally, through a friend. She opened up to a friend, and the friend called if I can assist. And when I told the friend, like, yes, we can do it, but the girl needs to, she needs to be confident, come out, because there will be a lot of challenges.
They say that it is always easier said than done. But here's the story of a woman who has learned to lend a shoulder to the girls and vulnerable people against all odds, rather than simply rendering words.